In August, after I scheduled my Instarem Amaze welcome offer with 1000 Insta points, then I received this news from my Telegram group. JT mentioned that there's a little rumor going on between UOB excluding Amaze from 1st October onwards. So I did a little digging online and started doing my research, and turned out it was true because this was really changed in the terms and conditions from 1st September. And once I had the confirmation on the changes to the terms and conditions, I posted it immediately to my Telegram group, Honey Money SG, of over 17,000 members. So if you do not want to miss the latest news, updates on credit cards, then join us in the free Telegram group right here. Now, this is a really big impact to me because I have been talking about credit card strategies involving Amaze, and most of it is used to do two things. One is to reduce the foreign currency markup, and two is to turn it to online transactions. So that means that whatever past videos I've made involving UOB1 with Amaze will only be effective till 30th of September 2024. Because from 1st October onwards, all these card strategies involving UOB with Amaze will be gone. But I guess it only affect two main UOB Mastercards, which is the UOB KrisFlyer and the UOB Ladies Solitaire. And to be clear, Visa cards like Preferred Platinum, UOB EVOL or UOB Visa Signature has no impact because they can't be linked to Instarem Amaze anyway. And since I already delivered the news, I must deliver some alternative and solution on how I adapt, right? Let's start with the UOB Ladies card because this is one of my main three pillars of my credit card strategies. And for UOB Ladies, I will deliver the good news first, which is that if you're using a UOB Ladies card for categories like family, dining, fashion, you won't have much of an impact because all these categories are already earning 4 miles per dollar on the City Rewards plus Amaze card strategy. So it doesn't matter much. And the fact is that for all these categories, I have been using City Rewards with Amaze more often now, after UOB Ladies card have removed the 6 miles per dollar bonus mile rate. So for these categories, not much impact. You can just use Amaze with City Rewards. That has not changed. But here's the bad news. It is a very big problem for travel category, especially if you are spending it in foreign currency to book your overseas flight, overseas tours, destinations, overseas hotel paid in foreign currency. Because you must remember that City Rewards will exclude any travel spend, including hotels, including flights, including car rentals and tour agencies, from earning 4 miles per dollar is a specific exclusion. So UOB Ladies card was really one of the best options for 4 miles per dollar on your overseas foreign currency spend paired with Amaze. Especially when it can reduce the foreign currency markup to around a range of 2 to 2.5% compared to what the banks are charging you from 3.25% upwards. Then you must be thinking, can't I use my DBS Women's World Card with Amaze to combat that? Now you must remember that DBS has already excluded Amaze from earning any rewards long time ago, and now UOB is just following DBS footsteps to exclude Amaze from any of their credit cards. But to be very clear, if your travel spend is in local Singapore dollars currency, like if you can switch it to Singapore dollars, it doesn't make a difference because you could just use your UOB Ladies Solitaire directly and not incur any foreign currency markup, provided that the transaction amount in SGD is not marked up by their website or platform. So the bigger problem is in foreign currency travel, right? What if you cannot use UOB Ladies with Amaze or DBS Women's World Mastercard with Amaze? I mean, you can still use lah. It's just that you're incurring a higher foreign currency markup from 3.25% onwards from banks instead of using Amaze and reducing it to around 2 to 2.5%. So definitely, you can still use a UOB Ladies card or DBS Women's World Card without Amaze, just that it will be charged at a much higher rate. The other alternative is to start looking at Trust Cashback Card because it has one of this specific category known as travel. And you know that Trust Card is really one of the best exchange rates because there is no foreign currency markup. And if you fulfill the terms and conditions of qualifying for the cashback, you can get an effective cashback of more than 4% if you spend consecutively $2,000 every month in the specific category. If you're not familiar with Trust Card, you definitely need a Trust Bank account, so you can use my referral code if you haven't get a Trust Bank account yet. And if you want me to do a further review on the Trust Cashback Card, looking at how UOB Ladies card has been nerfed with Amaze, then comment Trust +1, okay? Trust +1. I'll do a more detailed review after this UOB Ladies Amaze combo is stretched. But ultimately, Trust is still a cashback card, right? So depending on whether you like miles or cashback, if you like miles, you can still use the UOB Ladies card or DBS Women's card. If you prefer cashback, then I think Trust is looking at a good option now. But I haven't gone into the deep analysis yet lah. Wait for the real review. Very sad, right? Ever since DBS excluded Amaze, now UOB also exclude Amaze. Like less and less avenues to earn all these miles and points and rewards already. So I have to make money from elsewhere lah. Cannot keep looking at credit cards one like this. How many of you are already using Webull for options trading? And I am one of them because of these reasons. Number 1, low commissions. Webull charges just 55 US cents per options contract with no platform fees for US options trading. One of the lowest in the market. Right now, enjoy a promo with 0 contract fees, no assignment or exercise fees, and no minimum deposit, but more on that later. Number 2, US market index options. Trade options on major US indices like Nasdaq 100, S&P 500, and Dow Jones directly in the Webull app. Index options provide broader market exposure and reduce single stock volatility while offering similar benefits like leverage and income generation. Number 3, options learning. Webull provides a learning platform that empowers beginners to learn about options trading through frequently asked questions and popular option strategies. So if you are new to Webull, you can get started with this welcome promo rewards. Fund a minimum of $2,000 US by 27 September. Complete 3 US buy trades within 30 days from the first deposit and maintain until 31st October 2024. And you can get $60 US of cash vouchers. If you fund a minimum of $10,000 US by 27 September, complete 5 US buy trades within 30 days from the first deposit and maintain until 30th November 2024, you can get $400 US of cash vouchers. And if you fund over $100,000 US, you can get 1.84% per annum USD Money Pool interest booster for 90 days. And this reward could elevate your USD Money Pool interest to up to 7%. There is an options trading promo for both new and existing users, where if you trade a minimum of 100 US options contracts monthly, the fees will be reimbursed when you fulfill the criteria. Also, Webull does not charge platform fees. Start trading with Webull by using my exclusive link or scan the QR code right here to get your Webull account today. Now, secondly, let's talk about KrisFlyer UOB card, because I know some people have been using it to clock like unlimited 3 miles per dollar from my big ticket spend strategy. Now, UOB KrisFlyer has a lot of categories that can earn you 3 miles per dollar, and one category of it is known as online shopping. The selling point of KrisFlyer UOB was always the unlimited 3 miles per dollar, because most cards, even if they give you unlimited cashback or unlimited miles, they are giving you at 1 point something or 2 point something. Rarely they give you 3 point something. So KrisFlyer UOB card was almost the perfect card for big ticket purchases, especially if it can be online spending. The only minimum criteria is that you need to hit $800 per year on Singapore Airlines Group, including Scoot or KrisShop purchases, which is not difficult, and coupled with Instarem Amaze function to convert any kind of retail spend into online spend. I think that is what makes the online shopping category earn 3 miles per dollar on almost all your physical retail shopping merchants. So in the past, how people do it is that they hit the minimum spend in the Singapore Airlines Group already, right? Then they just use the KrisFlyer UOB card paired with Instarem Amaze. Then they use the Amaze card and go and tap at their favorite shopping merchants, and they don't have to worry about minimum spend because they will sure get 3 miles per dollar. And it's valid for both Singapore dollars currency and foreign currency. In fact, foreign currency, you can reduce the foreign currency markup with Amaze even better. So this strategy will end from 1st October onwards. And we need to have alternatives for this. And I'll give you 2 solutions. Firstly, let's talk about overseas spend alternative, because last time you can use UOB KrisFlyer card anyhow with the Amaze card, right? I think now you need to be a little bit more strategic if you want to min-max. So you want to max out your City Rewards with Amaze first, assuming City Rewards still work as you're watching this video. But can you also look at cashback, because Maybank Family and Friends also has shopping category, right? And Maybank Family and Friends is a MasterCard that can be paired with Instarem Amaze as well. 8% cashback with a minimum spend of $800, really not too bad lah. But cashback comes with its own terms and conditions, which I will not explain here. Then you can also look at other options if you want to pay in a physical store, like UOB Preferred Platinum or UOB Visa Signature that gives you 4 miles per dollar, but they have their own specific terms and conditions, and they cannot avoid foreign currency fee charged by the bank. For local Singapore dollar spend wise, I think firstly you have to fully maximize your City Rewards again, so get as many City Rewards MasterCard as you can within the family, and you have to split across various cards like UOB Preferred Platinum, UOB Visa Signature, all these stuff, which you can refer to my big ticket spend physical card spending video right here lah. So I guess to summarize what I've just mentioned, 2024 is just a year of nerfs. I think in the earlier part of the year we have spoke about HSBC Revolution, which is a big blow to all these miles chasers using 4 miles per dollar. And then secondly, we have UOB EVOL, which is a big nerf to my credit card strategy as well. And then now UOB also exclude Amaze. So you see, 2 cards out of my triple credit card strategy posted last year, already gone. I tell you, this will not be the end one. I think when you have it too good, sometimes banks will just take away everything that is fully utilized. And then now I can see City Rewards just hanging on to his dear life with Instarem Amaze. These two brothers in hand already. I guess when you are in the credit card game, one door closes, another door shall open. And you know, when the door comes, I will let you all know soonest. It's just part of the life cycle of credit card rewards and points chasing lah. You have to really work your way up. So don't feel dejected. It's all part and parcel of life. And you want to know, after all this nerf, what is the best card for Instarem Amaze? Excluding UOB credit cards, because that video was filmed before the UOB announcement, then you can refer to it right here.